Going on everybody, StarCraft here, and today I am finally back and I am about to record once again for you guys some StarCraft 2 videos. Now I'm sorry for not being able to upload in the past week or so. It's because it's the end of the semester and we've had some exams going on, but I think we're all good now. Right, so without further ado, we've got a best of 5 series played at home story cup between two incredible StarCraft 2 pro players. So without further ado, let us introduce the players. So spawning here in the top right hand corner of Lost and Found of Blue Shift, my bad, sorry, not Lost and Found, of Blue Shift LE, and playing with the red Protoss species, we have none other than Zest and his opponent in the bottom left, playing with the blue Terran pieces, we have none other than Innovation. Alright, now, so Zest has decided to go for that gateway on the low ground once again. Protoss players sometimes do wall off at their natural instead of at their main. On this map, that's not such a good idea because there is no high ground advantage whatsoever, but it's not that big of a deal. Alright, now, Innovation is really well known for cheesing in the past few months. So Zest is definitely scouting for those proxy barracks, factories, or whatever shenanigans he might try to pull off. But this time it is just a standard opener, and Zest did find out about it. Hold on. It looks like Innovation is also scouting for proxies here, but he will find none. Okay, so Innovation not expanding just yet, getting his orbital command. He does have double gas taken. He is going for a quick factory and a Reaper. Interesting choice to go for the double gas so early on. It looks like no, he's building another factory. What is this? So this can either be Hellions or Cyclones, but I do think we're going to see Cyclones here. Innovation is building more and more SCVs. In the meantime, on the other side of the map, it looks like Zest is going for some adepts, his usual opener. He's building a Stalker. He's also taking double gas, but Protoss needs that double gas in the early game because most of the main Protoss units do need gas, like for example Stalkers or anything else. Alright, so yep, as I expect. No. Yes, I don't know. A Cyclone and a Widowmine. Is this gonna be Mech Plague? No. So Innovation is going to be rushing his opponent with Cyclones, Widowmines, and Marines. And he's now lifting off this factory. I'm guessing he's gonna land it there in that add-on. This is definitely gonna be very interesting to watch. So more Widowmines as well as Marines. Very interesting. There are two Stalkers out here for Innovation. Oh, he's built a for Innovation rather for Zest. Zest has built a proxy pylon, and Innovation, hold on. Innovation is going for that lock-on ability. Well, for the improvement, for the lock-on ability. Now, there's no way this army of Innovation, where is that? There it is, can beat these Stalkers. But Innovation does have those free SCVs coming in to repair that Cyclone, and the Cyclone can lock on to one of the Stalkers, for example, and snipe it. That's what Stalkers are. That's what Cyclones are good at. And there are two of them right now, just locking on and kiting those Stalkers around. But it looks like there are so many Stalkers here that this push might even get deflected. Okay, so more and more Widowmines are coming in, and Zest is using the probes to take care of those Widowmines. Now, Zest does have an observer, but there are 3 Cyclones out for Innovation. and Innovation is locking on to more and more of those stalkers, killing them. Now one of the mine was picked up there, but the Cyclones are moving forward. This is a very interesting strategy. So more and more now Zealots are being worked in. There are a lot of Cyclones and Zealots do not have charge. It looks like shield batteries are now being built, but there is no mortal out. Innovation needs to snipe that. Now probes have been pulled off the line, but there are more Cyclones joining in the fight, and Widow Mines are being born. In the meantime, 2 SCVs went down. I think those were the repairing SCVs. Beautiful unburrowed there on the Widow Mines by Innovation, making sure none of those Widow Mines get revealed because they hit a probe. And more Widow Mines are joining in. There are Cyclones being produced, as well as more Cyclones and Marines, as well as Widow Mines. In the meantime though, Zest is producing a Warp Prism, which will probably be used to juggle those Immortals. Well, never mind, because there's only one Immortal left. That one, Brave Death, will try its best to kill the Cyclone, but it will not succeed. And now with more SCVs joining in from Innovation, I do think that it is time for Zest to GG out, but he will not go down without a fight. Now obviously, if the Warp Prism can get locked onto, that can definitely happen. SCVs are repairing each other instead of repairing the Cyclones, but they are also taking a lot of damage. There are a lot of Widow Mines out right now, and no observer whatsoever for Zest, but he is using a Warp Prism in a brilliant way, getting rid of all of those Widow Mines with a perfect timing, and Innovation will be deflected. But Zest is pretty low right now because he's lost a lot of probes. He's also lost a lot of army, and Innovation showing us that he can trade really well. Now there are no upgrades coming up here for Zest, neither are for Innovation. Innovation is just continuing his production of more and more units, but Innovation is starting to run out of SCVs as well, because he has lost a lot of SCVs. Let's take a look. So it looks like 9 SCVs went down for Zest, while only 8 for Innovation, and a lot more units have been killed by Zest somehow. And now there are 3 Immortals out, and they are being juggled inside of the Warp Prism. So Innovation does see that there is no way for him to win, so he decides to GG out. Man, that was one incredibly intense game. Alright, so hold on guys, we've got some more. I'll see you guys. Alright guys, and here we are in game number 2. So let us introduce the players once again. So spawning here in the top right hand corner of Cerulean Fall LE, and playing with the red Protoss PC, we have none other than Zest. And his opponent in the bottom left, playing with the blue Terran PCs, we have none other than Innovation. Right, so Innovation did go for a pretty weird strategy in the last game, rushing Zest with Cyclones and Widow Mines. And for those who skipped the ending, Zest ended up obtaining the victory because he was able to get the Immortals out. Now what is this? No, seriously, what is this? Why build a barracks there and rally it on your supply depot? Oh my god. Already taking the double gas. I see where this is going. Hold on. So, 2 SCVs in this gas. No, never mind, just 3 in this one. 5 SCVs mining gas in total. Zest does see it, but Zest doesn't know where the barracks is at. So he thinks he's going to be cheated also. But that is not the case. So what Innovation is trying to do here is get a reaction out of this. But this is not falling for it. You know, if this was getting cheesed, there will be like 2 barracks here, and that would mean Zest would be right now kind of dead because Marines would rush him. And after the probe left, Innovation is just flying his barracks back into his main for some reason. Oh, never mind, there's a probe. Well, it's dead now. What in the world did I just do? Excuse me for that one. Right, perfect. Right back where we were. So Innovation once again building those add-ons. It looks like this time he is not going for a second barracks, but instead just 4 Marines and Cyclones. Well, there might be also Reapers, but I don't think so. Oh, or rather, for a second factory. That's what I meant to say. Alright, so a starport is also coming up now. Oh, and it looks like he is going for a command center on the low ground, so it looks like he might want to play the macro game here. Now, Zest is producing units, a lot of them. And he killed the Reaper. Wonderful. Well, the thing is, Zest is producing more and more units, which means Innovation kinda did get the reaction he was looking for. A shield battery is being built, but it looks like actually, what's this? A probe and then 2 stalkers and 2 zealots are moving forward. There are only 3 Marines out for Innovation. Definitely not enough. It looks like Innovation is getting crushed. Well, the Cyclone is out. A Banshee is also coming out. More and more Marines are being produced, and the siege tank is almost ready to go. But here come the Stalkers. Now there's a bunch of Marines here. The Cyclone is moving in. It might be able to snipe that one Stalker. It looks like that will not be a case. All of the Stalkers will live on for now. Nice micro there by Innovation, kiting those zealots around, making sure they die. There is a Banshee out. It could help fighting, and it will. Now it will not. It will not reveal itself and will go straight for Zest's base. Right, so it looks like Zest is going for Forge as well as double Twilight Council. He does only have 2 gateways right now, and Warp gates have just now been finished. Alright, so Innovation does have a siege tank. So going up this ramp, if you're Zest, is a bad idea unless you have like 3 mortals. 3 mortals with a bunch of stalkers will be able to destroy this. Maybe some zealots too, if you them in a mix, if they have charge. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. Maybe that's what Zest is trying to do. No, he's getting blink. Well, that's a good idea too. Alright, so there are 2 siege tanks out for Innovation as well as Marines, and this one Cyclone, and more Marines are moving forward across the map, as well as 4 brave STVs ready to repair everything. Now this Banshee does have cloak, and there is no detection here whatsoever for Zest. He is just now building shield battery, but he is just now building a hobo, and that might be a mistake, because if oh no, it looks like a bunker is being built right now. Remember, if this thing is a Phoenix is out. One brave Phoenix lifting up one of the siege tanks. Innovation needs to scan and see what's going on. It looks like those 2 bunkers will indeed be killed. But if this cyber core is going down, that means no more stalkers until it is being rebuilt. Now the stalkers are getting absolutely smashed because of those 2 things in there. More and more Marines are moving forward. Innovation is having blood. It looks like this cyber core will need to go down, or it will barely be saved for now. But it is going down. The 4 of those Marines will be going inside of that bunker. That Phoenix will once again lift up that one siege tank. The other one will be getting sniped, but there are too many units left over for Innovation. It looks like Innovation will be retreating for now. Another siege tank is joining in the fight, but there is a bunker right outside this natural expansion. Now an Immortal is coming up, but there are two Banshees in here already, and they are destroying that Robo. And just seeing that the situation is getting out of control, excuse me, decides to GG out. So I'll see you guys in game number 3. Alright guys, and here we are in game number 3. Now without further ado, let us enjoy the players once again. So spawning here in the bottom left hand corner of Lost and Found, yeah, this is Lost and Found, LE, and already sending out some SCVs. We have none other than Innovation. And his opponent in the top right, playing with the red Protoss species, we have none other than Zest. Alright, so right now it looks like Innovation might actually be proxying. Well, that can also work because he can just leave it up. He doesn't have to be on all in, but if you do that, you can confuse your opponent, or it can I'm sorry, voice crack. It can just get scouted right away. Well then, and it looks like that will not be a case this time. Innovations barracks will not be scouted for now, but it looks like Zest is going for a gateway inside of his main base this time around. Alright, so double gas has been taken. A factory will probably be built really soon, and I kinda like this new meta. I really do like the new meta. Also, the new maps have dropped in StarCraft 2, and I think they're pretty cool. If you guys want me to, I'll try and do a preview of them. I don't know, just ask, and maybe I can bring back some ladder games, you know. Or they don't necessarily have to be ladder games. I can do some 2v2s or something. I don't know, you guys ask and maybe I'll do it. Well, I haven't played live on this channel in a really long time, but no, hold on, it looks like Innovation will not be flying the barracks back to his main base. He will get a reactor on it. A factory now, it is a factory, is being produced where the barracks should have been, but it is not. It looks like we are going to see once again the Reaper, not the Reaper rather, the Cyclone and Marine Rush. Alright, the Reaper will be cutting everything that is going on, but the Death will be moving in right on time to deflect that Reaper, at least for now. What's going on here? Another factory. It looks like Innovation might be going for the same strategy once again. Interesting. Very interesting, because he did lose with this strategy once. I don't know, maybe he's thinking the opponent is not going to expect it. It looks like indeed Zest is not expecting it. He is not building any robots whatsoever. He is just building a Stargate, and the Stargate, while it can also always be very useful, it does not particularly help against this kind of build order. And if there's gonna be a Cyclone inside of Innovation's main base, by the time that the Oracle gets out, it will be absolutely smashed. Right, so right now Innovation did hit a little bit of a supply block, but it doesn't matter because he's got this. Innovation does have the Widow Mines, he does have the Cyclones, he does have the SCVs, well, just one Cyclone for now. He does have the SCVs, he is getting the research, and he is ready to go. Zest immediately recognizes the strategy and he tries to move back, but Widow Mines are moving forward, and this time around Innovation is not messing around, and he is not messing it up either. A bunker is being deployed inside of Zest's main base rather. Shield patterns are being built for Zest, but Innovation is moving forward. His Cyclones are repairing everything. It looks like the other Cyclone, as well as one of those, not the Cyclone rather, the Oracle, as well as one of those Stalkers will go down. There are more Cyclones joining in. Bunkers are being produced. I don't know what those are for, seeing how there are no, what are they called? No units, no bio units whatsoever. Well, there is one Marine, but I don't think one Marine inside the bunker can do really that much. But It looks like probes have been pulled off the line, but Innovation does have those beautiful chokes set up right there with the bunkers. Those have been warped in. 5 probes went down. Now the Widow Mines are on the run, but the Cyclones are just mowing them down. 2 SCVs went down. Those were the repairing SCVs. It looks like the bunkers are being have been finished. More zealots are being worked in. The Oracle is out on the map, but 14 SCVs went down. 14 probes rather went down. And now there are 3 Cyclones inside of this main base that are targeting down everything with their little missiles. So they've got the upgrades. Now there is 1 Marine inside of the bunker. It can definitely take the title battle because bunkers can tank a lot of hits, and there's 2 of those. It looks like there is no Oracle out. There are 2 Oracles out right now. They are gonna be used to snipe one of those Cyclones. Yeah, but there are still 2 more Cyclones out. And one of the Oracles almost went down. Innovation, Zest cannot repair that one, but he is gonna be producing more and more Oracles. I don't know if that's correct, if that's the correct choice here. He needs Immortals, but he doesn't have time to produce a Robo as well as an Immortal. The game's gonna be over way before he can do that. There are a lot of Widow Mines here that are absolutely smashing those Oracles as they come out. Nice positioning there by Zest. Not only those Oracles who die, but there are 3 Marines inside this one bunker, and if this one bunker goes down, there is still another bunker there that the Marines can transfer into. But Zest decides that he can't win this anymore, so Zest decides to GG out. And with that, Innovation takes game number 2. Now hold on guys, because I've got some more for you. So I'll see you guys in, wait, no, this is game number 3. I'll see you guys in game Alright guys, and here we are in game number 4. So without further ado, let us introduce the players once again. So spawning here in the bottom right hand corner of is this Acid Plant? I think it's Acid Plant. Yep, of Acid Plant LE, we have none other than Zest. This time around he's blue for some reason. And his opponent in the top left, right, playing with the red Terran pieces, we have none other than Innovation. Alright, so it looks like Innovation is building a whatever this is, proxy-ish barracks thingy. I don't know. I don't understand these kind of strategies. I mean, they're pretty good. They can get your opponent a little bit confused, and if you're lucky, you're gonna get a reaction out of it because your opponent's gonna see that you have no expo and no ranks, which means you're probably cheating, which might be the case here, but your opponent doesn't know that. But you can still not cheese if your opponent thinks you're cheating. You get a reaction, they get no expansion, you get an expansion. They're gonna play it pretty passive because they think you're cheesing them, and boom, you have the economic advantage. Alright, already a Zealot is being produced and the Cyber Core does go down. That's a good sign. Now a Reaper is being produced right now, that 1 probe doing whatever it can. It's gonna get deflected now. A factory has been built. Why doesn't he completely wall the probe? Wall off so the probe can't get out? I will never know. Alright, so Mule is being dropped. It looks like this probe is full on HP. The Reaper will be coming out and finishing it off, which will confirm indeed for this that this is not cheese. Alright, now Zest did decide to expand, which is good for him. He is now getting himself a Stalker, and it looks like he is sending that one Zealot out on the map, as well as that Stalker. Alright, so Tech Lab is once again being produced. Now Innovation is going to get his expansion running. But what does this know? That's all Zest knows. What does Innovation know? Nothing. Well, this is gonna be interesting. Right, so the Zealot as well as the Stalker are showing up right now at Innovation's doorstep. He will hold that building and get the SCV out of there. That Mule, it will get destroyed. Now, whenever the Stalker might come out, the Stalker rather, the Cyclone might come out, it will indeed save the day. But until then, Zest might actually force a cancel on these things, on these command centers. Now, recall has been forced on that Stalker. The Zest will not be so lucky, and that Cyclone will get his first kill. Very interesting. Now, it looks like Innovation is getting himself 2 tech labs. That means he's gonna go for a Banshee once again. Now, I think he's gonna do the same push that he did in game number 2 with the Marines, the Siege Tanks, the Cyclone, and the Banshees as well, building bunkers in front of his opponent's natural. As expected, he's already getting a Banshee as well as Siege Tank and more Marines. But Zest might know this one. I don't know for sure. Right, so this time around, Zest does have a Robo, a very early Robo facility. That means that he can get Immortals and counter Innovation's build. If that happens, we're gonna go into game number 5. I've got them in different different folders. I have them in memory, so I don't know if there's gonna be a game number 5. I honestly don't know right now if there's a game number 5 or not. I hope there is. Right, so it looks like Innovation is moving out. Okay, so he does have the Siege Tank, he does have the SCVs, he doesn't have a Cyclone. I don't know where the Cyclone is at or what it's doing. Let's take a look at the units tab. Where is the Cyclone? Oh, it's right there leading the charge. Alright, so there are Siege Tanks out right now, and there are a bunch of Stalkers for Innovation, or rather for Zest. But there are a lot of Siege Tanks here for Innovation. But there's a Disruptor out. The Banshees need to snipe that Disruptor. 3 SCVs went down. The Banshees definitely need to snipe that Disruptor. It's ready once again. No, it's not ready. It can fire another Nova, but it needs to be sniped. It's only got 200 HP. Innovation definitely needs to snipe those Disruptors, or he might just be dead. Because those Disruptors can deal a lot of damage. Now there are 3 Siege Tanks out on the map. There are a bunch of Zealots here as well. And it looks like the Zest is moving forward. One of those Banshees will be shot down. The other one will barely live to tell the tale. Now more and more Banshees are moving forward. The Disruptor was barely killed in a time, denying that Purification Nova that would have been devastating for Innovation. There is another Disruptor. Purification Nova did manage to kill some Marines, but now one of the Gators have been killed. Now more and more Gators are being added on here for Zest, but Innovation is moving forward. Soon Zest will not be able to build any more Stalkers. That one Cyber Core being destroyed knocks Zest back to Stone Age. Well, not exactly, he can still build Disruptors, Immortals as well as Colossus, but Colossus is not going to be useful here. Disruptors are pretty useful, Immortals will be great here, but right now Innovation is in a great position. 9 SCVs went down, there is this one Cyclone here, still doing the job. It will die, but Zest does decide to GG out, and with that Innovation takes game number 4. And if I counted that correctly, that's 3-1. So Innovation does take the whole best of 5 series. So unfortunately no game number 5, but there's no denying that was epic. And I hope you guys learned some new strategies. I definitely have. I'll be trying them out. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you didn't, please leave a like and subscribe for more StarCraft 2 content whenever I get the chance. And because the semester is almost over, I'll be getting the chance a lot. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you didn't, please leave a like and subscribe for more StarCraft 2 content whenever I get the chance. And because the semester is almost over, I'll be getting the chance a lot. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you didn't, please leave a like and subscribe for more StarCraft 2 content whenever I get the chance. And because the semester is almost over, I'll be getting the chance a lot. So definitely expect some more videos. Maybe not tomorrow, but the day after tomorrow. You know. All right. I'm not promising anything because I don't know, but I'll definitely have some more videos out, and they're probably gonna be out more often. All right. Also, don't forget to hit that bell so you get notified every time I upload. I also have a Twitter link in the description below. Make sure to follow me there. I'll be posting some interesting stuff. If you guys follow me, if I don't have any followers, there's nothing to post because it's pointless to post if you have no followers, right? Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.